G'day, welcome. I'm here at Geelong and I've got a guest with me, Phippa from Ripper and Phippa. We're going to go check out some of the Geelong footy grounds. We're starting off here at GMHBA. Of course, you probably know about that if you're an AFL fan, but there's another ground here just out the back.
We're at St Mary's, my old stomping grounds. Played a lot of junior footy here. One of the smallest grounds in the Geelong League, I believe.
Yeah. It's pretty rare. It's right next to an AFL ground. I guess this is where they always kick the footy beforehand and, you know, people before the games.
They can't fixture St Mary's home game on the same weekend of a Geelong home game.
Oh, yeah.
So they have to make sure the Geelong's fixture and St Mary's fixtures don't line up, so it's very difficult for the club.
Mary's, is that like a school or something? Or is it a church?
It's
or
a church.
Church.
I think the big church up on the hill over there is actually the St Mary's Church.
Oh, right, up that way.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Hidden behind the trees.
Yeah, up that way.
Yeah, massive church in Geelong. That's
St Mary's Church. Right, there you go. From St Mary's, I know Mitch Cleary. I think he played here. Mitch
Jack
Cleary.
Henry, Ollie Henry.
Oh, yeah, the Henry
Toby
brothers.
Conway.
Yeah. So not too many, like, historically. It's more like recent
I
ones.
feel like there's one more. Oh, Braden Ham.
Yeah, right.
So
Braden Ham, that's a good name.
The clubrooms are quite new.
Yeah.
They got redone just before COVID.
Yeah. Actually, Kados played 1 year here, I reckon.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah. Because he's got like a shirt that says Matheson on it. That rings a bell.
Yeah. So yeah, it's...
Oh, yeah. I'll put that in. That is really strange.
It's the strangest ground to play on.
The weird thing in Geelong is that the juniors is all like mixed up, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the seniors has like 3 leagues. So we'll discover that there's 3 different leagues for seniors, but juniors is a little bit different too. A bit harder to understand, I think.
It's definitely one of the more interesting junior setups because every single team just plays into one league.
Yeah.
Like it's AFL Barwon, but there's not like country footy where it's it's weird.
Where it's easier to understand.
Because not every senior team has juniors.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Like North Shore, they wouldn't have juniors.
Yeah.
Corio wouldn't have juniors. This is one of the stronger teams, junior-wise. All the ones around here, they're the real good ones, and Grovedale pretty good.
Yeah. Really?
They knocked it down in like 2008, and I was born in 06.
So this was in the ground. I can't believe that.
Until about, not even 20 years ago. I would stand, and this was next to it, and they knocked it down to build that. It was the past
I find that really hard to believe, but yeah.
Past players stand.
Past players. Need stands in Geelong.
It's not a very common thing in the grounds.
Oh, okay.
No, not many grounds that stand.
Yeah. It's one of the rare ones.
Would have been cold on the day in Geelong, watching the footy in the stadium for the past players. God.
Yeah. And just bench seats. West Oval, Geelong West Giants nowadays.
Former VFA ground.
Former VFA ground, so this was like the home of the second biggest club in Geelong at one stage. But
the reserves, essentially, they were pretty much the reserves of the AFL.
Yeah.
Or VFL back then.
The VFA became VFL. It's got a pretty good setup here. Like that's all new. It's like an older stand there. We'll have a look at, but
that's heritage listed. They can't move that anywhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you'd actually you could go back to the VFA footage and see that.
Oh, that'd be there.
Stand very easily.
Nothing would have changed except until about 4 years ago before COVID when they knocked down the original club rooms there.
Right.
And they built that. Nothing would have changed.
Oh, okay. So what was here before?
It was just an area
just some
I think they might have
parking or
canteen
something.
And all that.
Yeah, right.
So they used to play all the finals at Kardinia Park.
Oh, okay. They play finals here a lot now.
Yeah, but they were hoping that this was going to be the new home of Geelong footy.
Yeah, okay.
Barwon, but I don't think it really worked out.
Yeah.
So I think
Geelong West, bit of a tricky history. I can't remember all off the top of my head, but they were in the VFA. They played in the Melbourne League, and then that went to shit. What happened?
Like Geelong West and the VFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to try and change things to make it more of a business.
Yeah.
Then like a family-run club and some...
Bit more professional.
Yeah.
You have to be if you're playing in the VFA, and that was a tough period in like the late 80s. trying to get more money.
Most of the members weren't really a fan of it, and the person who they were trying to make the changes for, which was my grandpa.
Strong connection here.
Yeah, he got the sack, and a year later they had to leave the VFA. Or they got dropped down to Division 2.
Yeah.
And then they just, once you get to Division 2, you're done.
Yeah.
And they folded.
But then they sort of carried on in the Geelong leagues a little bit.
Yeah, and then somewhere between the line they got with St. Peter's.
Yeah. So I think they merged with St. Peter's, so
Yeah.
just soon after that. So it was Geelong West St. Peter's, and they were the Roosters. But now they're no more, they're the Giants. They merged with... It's hard to believe there's another Geelong West club, which is pretty funny. So now they're the Giants, and the seniors play in 2 leagues.
Yeah, I don't know if they're one club or 2. I think they're still one club, but they're just in different divisions.
Yeah,
It's a real weird setup.
Yeah.
Because they were 2 clubs.
And they sort of continued on as 2 clubs, but under the same name.
Yeah, I really don't. It's really a confusing
I have
setup.
to ask Will Taylor. Will Taylor is the Geelong West man.
Yeah.
I've got one of his Giants jumpers. Yeah, I find it hard to understand as well. It's a bit of a different merger from what you'd usually see around the place. The Flowers Family Stand. And you've got an upper level of that new facility as well, so no shortage of places. I guess that's a good reason why they would have finals here.
Yeah. And it's gating.
Yeah.
You've got a gate around it, so...
And that's not common in Geelong, is it? Yeah, okay.
This ground at St. Albans, that's about it.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's common in local footy, in country footy, I should say, but not in Geelong. It's more...
Country footy, you have to pay to get it there.
Yeah. All right. That is rare. Did not realise. I'm used to paying to get into footy. So
St. Mary's, you just rock up.
Yeah.
Because it's so open.
You can't fence all that off. They still do bike riding, like on the velodrome. Looks like they do. Like it looks like it's kept maintained. It's like the netball over there is all fairly new.
Yeah.
Got a basketball court there as well.
It's a good little setup around.
Electronic scoreboard.
That's new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where the old scoreboard was?
Same position.
Yeah.
A bit more on the other
Bit
side
more
of the
up.
light pole.
Yeah.
Where that little mount is.
Yeah.
I had it up there. My dad, when my grandpa was the president, my dad used to have to...
Do the scoreboard. Right next to the road.
Maybe critical.
Oh, that makes sense. Someone played a nice shot. Maybe Will Taylor doesn't play here, so. Here we are at Baker's Oval, home of the Geelong West Cheetahs until 2008, when they moved to the West Oval where we just went before. Completely different, I think.
Very small oval, yeah.
A lot more of a humble sort of ground. We got the little goalposts. Reminds me of sort of like the primary school goalpost, but I think they play juniors here. By the look of it.
I've played a few junior games here, yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So I mean that's fine for juniors. Looks like pretty narrow.
Yeah, look at the fence up there, that's so you probably don't hit a 6 into someone's backyard, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Cricket pitches.
Oh, there is a cricket pitch there, so it's a bit of more of a dog park as well. I could imagine playing cricket here. You could hit a few sixes.
Oh yeah,
There
great,
might be a few dents in those houses.
great boundaries. God.
It would surely it's just junior cricket they play here.
Yeah, I reckon they haven't had senior action in any sport
Yeah.
since 2009.
Yeah, it's pretty rare how it goes this way. I guess because of the boundaries. But they might not even train here that much at night. I don't know.
I think the Cheetahs train here
Yeah.
still. Might have to ask Will. There's Red West and Blue West.
Oh.
This is Blue West, and Red West is the actual Geelong. Or no, I shouldn't say actual, but same.
Yeah.
Because
So there's still a bit of a separation between the 2 Geelong West clubs.
Because they wore red in the VFA, and the Cheetahs were blue and yellow.
Yeah.
So I think they're called Blue West and Red West.
Ah, that's the idea of it.
How did they get onto the scoreboard?
I don't know if it's much of a scoreboard now. I think they ripped all the scoreboard out.
You have to stand up on here.
Yeah. You can see the V for visitors there.
Not even any hooks left.
They just put the Geelong West over the top. Here we go, remnant. Geelong West Cheaters.
Geelong West Sporting Club.
So they actually didn't replace this. I do like it when you see old stuff around. Just a little bit of heritage.
I was going to say, how many of those do you see branded?
Nah,
You change benches.
I've already seen that. It's pretty classy. Well, we're trying to find the site of the old Corio Oval used until 1940, just before the Second World War, and then after that, Geelong Cats, they moved to Kardinia Park, and it's the big ground that is today. Somewhere around here was a ground which once had a crowd of over 20,000 people.
Yeah.
I've got no idea where. We're trying to find a plaque. There's a golf club down here. There's like a conference facility, I think, here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this building is, but
Yeah.
judging by the photos that were facing from that road to here,
Yeah.
should be around here, but there's like mounts and all that.
There's doesn't look anywhere similar to a ground. There's like soccer grounds back here, but it wasn't on there. You would have thought like, oh, maybe they've turned it into a soccer ground, but nah. It's
There was a trotting track as well, wasn't there?
there was actually a trotting track here until I think the early 80s. Trotting greyhounds. They might have put this facility here after that. So this Corio Oval was actually closed due to military training during the Second World War, and Geelong themselves actually didn't play for a couple of years because it was probably too hard to get to Melbourne. So they went into recess. Is that a bird?
Yeah. Leaves.
Oh, it's just a leaf.
Thank God.
But yeah, there's like some function facility in there. So there's the supposed Corio Oval there. We do have a soccer ground here. Breakwater Eagles it is.
That does make sense.
Yeah. So there's a footy ground down there. It's just like a school oval or something, isn't it? So there's not really much here. So imagine having an AFL ground here.
I mean, it's not a bad spot, but
It wouldn't. I mean, GMHBA is easy to get to, really, isn't
yeah, I
it?
can see why they moved though. Drainage would have been awful as a little creek right there.
Yeah. Would have been fairly windy as well. So we're just saying now there's no plaque here. Turns out probably don't have the sharpest eyes around. At least I don't. Here is the plaque. It's a bit of an obscure one. But here we are. There is a plaque for Corio Oval. Once home of the Geelong Football Club.
It's got the old one. It's very
Old 2000s logo. During World War II, Corio Oval was occupied by the Defence Forces, resulting in the foreclosure of the GFC occupancy. So they played here for 63 years. Well, that's the plaque mystery solved. We can go to a new ground now, thankfully. Let's go. So here we are at the Geelong Showgrounds. Driving past, it'd be rude not to stop because it was actually a former footy ground very briefly when the Thomson Tigers started. We're in that area. The footy ground is just where those light towers are. But yeah, Geelong Showgrounds. What can you tell us about Geelong Show?
The Geelong Show or the Geelong Showgrounds?
Oh, this is different. It's different, is it?
Well, the Geelong Show is held here.
Yeah.
The race course is just over there where the Geelong Cup is.
Oh, that's where it is. You can see the tower.
That's just the race course in there, but the Geelong Show is like a yearly thing. It's like the Geelong version of the Melbourne Show.
Yeah, every place has it.
It's alright, there's a few good rides, but it's...
They have it in here.
Oh yeah, all the rides are normally
Oh, I
there.
was going to say, because it looked a little bit overgrown.
Yeah, well this is... it used to be pretty agricultural heavy.
Yeah.
Farming and all that.
Yeah, more like a country.
Yeah.
And we do have camping here, so it's pretty typical going to country towns for camping to be at the showgrounds, but I didn't expect it at Geelong as well.
There's a whole lot of agriculture right there.
Yeah, that's where it is.
But yeah, they have all the rides along here, all the what are they called? The bags?
Yeah, show bags.
They're all in the massive halls over there.
Yeah.
It's all pretty makeshift when it all happens.
Yeah.
But,
Comes up alright.
yeah, it's alright.
Alright, here we are at the Barwon Soccer Club, and I believe this was the Grovedale Football Club home ground until 1974. Obviously it's the soccer ground, so we got 2 pitches there, but then there's a cricket pitch in the middle. So usually, I mean, not often soccer and cricket overlap, but sometimes they do. In this case, it does.
This is my first time knowing that Grovedale played here. I know that Grovedale play at their current ground about a K away.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they played here.
There you go.
It's actually news to me.
Yeah. So it would be. It's a decent size here, so it's not like it's a small ground or anything.
I'm trying to think about how it would have worked.
Yeah.
How would they have made that work? The oval.
Could have gone either way. Fairly big size here.
I don't know.
Have to find some old photos.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. How would that have worked? It's quite strange.
For some reason, there's a lot of cars here, no people. Unless they're all in that building there, whatever. But
Time at home, I think it is.
yeah, right.
It's a good view of Geelong.
Yeah.
You see the stadium light?
I didn't realise how hilly. It's not real hilly, but
It's not flat.
yeah.
No, it's not bad, Geelong.
There's actually another soccer pitch out the back there, so
It's a synthetic one.
yeah, that'd be the one they probably use a bit more than this one, maybe.
Would that be a futsal pitch?
Yeah, it's not real big, is it?
No.
So Barwon Soccer Club only started 1992, but the facility here looks a bit newer than that. Yeah, it might just be a signed one. But anyway, they wear the blue and white, this soccer club. Definitely not the football shape.
No.
I don't reckon it'd be like this originally, obviously.
Oh, yeah, no.
They probably extended it out for soccer, but
I reckon it might have gone diagonally.
yeah. Going this way down.
Yeah.
Pretty cool how you can see the oval straight down here.
Stadium of Dreams.